a stress-busting add-on mirror build kickboxing cardio workout coming your way. All you need for this workout is your body weight and a positive attitude, motivation to work towards your health and wellness goals. So remember that why. This workout needs an open space. If you have a kickboxing bag, super, and gloves, awesome. If not, I will be demonstrating just with the air alone. I have two groups of a building kickboxing combination. So we start with 20 seconds with a light combination, starting with just like a left side forward, leading with that arm. And then the 30 seconds, we'll use that base, add on a movement. 40 seconds, we'll add on those two movements. Then the next time through, we switch sides. Listen to that tone. We're starting into that warm-up with a walk in place. Our feet are hip width apart. Our knees are coming straight ahead. So that second toe forward in line with those hips. Kickboxing can be hard on our posture. So we want to focus in. Roll the shoulders down and back. Tuck that chin. Stay long and tall through the crown of that head. And we're pumping opposite arm, opposite leg. Now, ears should be stacked over those shoulders, over those hips, and our knees should be going straight forward. The most common thing I see would be a knee going in here, not necessarily noticeable, but pay attention to it, and our knees going wide. In 2 seconds, we're gonna go to a jog in place just to bring our heart rate up. These are the only higher impact movements. If you wanna stay no impact, we go to a high knee march, pushing those toes through the ground, bigger movements on those arms, right? Anytime we do a cardio workout, we wanna bring as much muscles and body movement as we can. So even in kickboxing, we're gonna be bringing that lower body into these movements so that we're activating and using these big muscles to bring that heart rate up. So pumping those arms in 10 seconds. We're gonna start with a light cardio combination. Again, most impact you're gonna see today, 2 jumping jacks with the jab cross. So we go 1, 2, step forward, jab, cross. So a jab is punching with that front arm, a cross reaches across that body with that back arm. So 1, 2, jab, cross. We can take that jump out and simply step out to the side. Notice that I switch which leg I'm stepping forward with each time. This style of kickboxing is a little bit different than what you're gonna get in a gym setting where we're always leading with our strong side forward. We switch back and forth to keep things even. In 4 seconds, we're gonna go to a stretch with a squat and a lunge side to side. Toes pointed straight ahead, feet wide. We sit down into a squat and then we shift, stacking toes, knees, hips, shift the opposite direction, back to the middle and stand. As we shift side to side, we're gonna feel a stretch through the inside of that leg that's straight. This is stretching our adductor muscles, our muscles that pull our knees in and make us prone to things like ACL, MCL tears. So we want to open up those hips, practice that stacking, which strengthens our glutes and stabilizes our hips, knees, and ankles. 15 seconds, enjoy these dynamic stretches. Every time we stand up, I want you to focus on that big squeeze on that bum. Standing up nice and tall. 4 seconds, we're gonna go to a squat with a calf stretch. So we're gonna sit down into that squat, feet hip width apart, sit the hips down like we're sitting in a chair, step 1 foot forward and push our heel into the ground. Back to that squat. This isn't a jump heavy workout, but it's always good to stretch our calves. Nice and long and tall through that core, down into that squat, big squeeze on that bum. Can even use a wall here. A wall is a great way to give you a little bit more leverage to push that heel into the floor. We want to keep that leg nice and straight. Nice way to stretch those calves. Feeling it stretch to the outside back and then potentially down into the back of that heel. 10 seconds, and we're gonna go to a rotating lunge with an uppercut. So warming up that upper body. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have our feet wide, and we're gonna pivot and rotate and come up into an uppercut with our back arm, all right? So pivot and rotate, punching up like we're punching up underneath somebody's chin. So step, pivot, up with those punches. Step and pivot, up with those punches. It's a strong, powerful punch all the way from down low through that core. Remember, this is a warm-up. So building into that strength, introducing all of the different types of punches here. Staying long and tall through the crown of that head. 5 seconds, and we've an alternating hamstring touch with a carry-away arm. This is a longer interval because we're doing both sides. One foot is flat on the floor, slight bend in the knee. Other toe is tapping. We're gonna reach opposite hand to foot. Stand up by squeezing the glutes. Bring that palm up towards the ceiling as if we're pulling a sword from our pocket. Switch legs, so we're gonna alternate back and forth. As we pull that arm up and across, we want to keep the shoulder down and back. This feels like a stretch through the outside of that armpit. This helps improve the way our shoulder blades rotate and move, stretching those lat muscles, those big muscles in our back. This hamstring touch. Our knee stays slightly bent, our back stays neutral. And it's a big squeeze on our bum to stand. So really focus on pushing those hips forward, activating those glutes. You only go down as far as you can, feeling that stretch along the outside back of that thigh. What you don't want to do is drop that back, round that back towards the floor. So notice I'm not reaching all the way down here. 15 seconds, and we're going to go to some walking lunges. Open up the front of those hips for our last dynamic stretch before we build on each of these kickboxing combinations. So we're gonna step forward, feet hip width apart. We're gonna bring our back knee straight down to the floor, and we're gonna squeeze the bum to tuck those hips under. Drive through that front leg, come up and squeeze. Down into that lunge, squeeze the bum. Notice my knee comes straight down towards the floor. I feel a nice stretch to the front of my hip and thigh here. So if you are limited on space here, just push through that front leg and come back. If you're more comfortable, you can do these backwards. So reverse lunges tend to be less challenging on the knees. This should be done in a range of motion that doesn't feel pain through those knees. So only go as deep as you can to enjoy that stretch in the front of that knee. 10 seconds, last dynamic stretch. We're gonna go to a squat with a side shuffle and 2 hooks. So down into that squat. So we're gonna go into a squat. We're gonna shuffle to the side. All right, couple side shuffles, and then come across the body with 2 hooks along that outside arm. So shuffle those feet, hook, hook across that body, shuffle, a hook. Our thumb stays pointed up. It's as if we're holding a mug of coffee and we don't want it to spill. Across that body, as we go into that side shuffle, we are keeping those toes pointed straight ahead, leading with the knee and the foot follows. 10 seconds, and we're gonna go to 2 jabs and 2 hooks. 3, we're gonna alternate sides here to warm up each side. So front arm jabs first, 1, 2, back arm, hook, hook, switch sides. So front arm 2, back arm hook, hook. All right, pick up the pace, front arm 2, back arm hook, hook. Notice, I'm using my whole body from my legs down, all the way up through my core, up into my arms and shoulders. I'm exhaling as I punch. My thumbs are outside of my fists, that helps keep them safe, and my wrists are stiff. 5 seconds before we get a 30-second breather. Get a quick drink and then keep the feet moving. We have our first combination. We're gonna bring whatever side forward you're comfortable with. All right, so right leg forward, if you will. We're gonna start with 20 seconds. It's just a jab, cross. So front arm punch, back arm punch. All right, then we're gonna get a 10-second break. Add on an exercise and do it for 30 seconds. Are you ready to go in 5? Just a jab, cross, one leg forward here. So jab, cross. All right, you wanna pick up the pace? Notice you can get a little boxer shuffle, or you can simply tap back to reset. Now, my hands stay in front of my face to protect me, right? As if we're still fighting. 2 seconds. Now we're adding on a side kick. So, same side forward. Jab, cross, tip to the side, kick across, out to the side there, all right? So 90-degree kick. Jab, cross, balance on that leg, kick it out to the side. It's hard, right? So, jab, cross, bend and kick. You can put that hand out to the side to practice that kick and get that balance. Notice my hand stays up in front. You can tap those toes down. 5 seconds. We have one more interval, one more thing to add on. Here we go. So we go jab, cross, side kick, and then we're going to pivot into 2 uppercuts. All right, so jab, cross, side kick, pivot, 2 uppercuts. So it's as if we are fighting off somebody coming at us from each direction. From the front, jab, cross, kick, out to the side, pivot into those uppercuts, just like the warm-up, all right? Stay long and tall through the crown of that head. Exhale and punch hard. Everything is giving your all from down through the legs, rippling up through that core. And notice, not every time is perfect. Guess what? Shake out the arms. Same thing. This is where that mirror comes in. We're doing the opposite side. Just a jab, cross. Here we go. Left leg forward for me. Left, right. That's it. Now, with or without a punching bag here, my heart rate is climbing. We're punching with power and purpose. I want you, as you punch, to stay long and tall through the crown of the head. It's easy to roll forward because we're engaging that chest. Same thing, jab, cross, opposite side, side kick here. So jab, cross, side kick, tipping to the side to offset that leg. Notice it's easier for me on this side, right? My left side balances easier. Now we punch, stay tall and long. We engage that hip to stabilize. We're already down to 10 seconds. We only kick as high as we can. Everybody's mobility looks different. Shake out the arms, you know what's coming. So, jab, cross, side kick, rotating uppercuts. Yeah. Life comes at us from every direction. We practice, train in every direction. This keeps us injury-free, prepared for the daily movements in our lives. That includes forward, to the side, and rotation. Stay tall and long. You're powerful. You're strong. Different angle here. Over to the side, pivot. Legs using that power. Shake it out. We are going to do the same combination one more time on each side. Right leg forward, jab, cross. We're punching. We're going to feel this in the arms. We feel it in the front of the arms, in the shoulders, the back of the arms, even into those forearms. 3 seconds as we produce that power. Lots happening here. Add on that side kick. Can you hear me breathing? If you give it all you've got, the heart rate is gonna climb. So punch, jab, cross, kick it off to the side. Don't forget that lean, and know that it's okay if you have a side where balance is a bigger challenge. That's all right. And sometimes these combos, our brain just has a hard time doing that combination of things. 3 seconds to the finish. Be self-compassionate. It takes time for our body to build that coordination, but it's so good for our brain. Adding on that rotating uppercuts. Here we go. Punch it forward, kick to the side, rotating uppercuts. Fighting off whatever holds us back, no matter where it's coming from. It can come from all directions sometimes, or it can feel that way. So, we build strength, mobility, power in all directions of our life. And we're busting through that stress, punching, thinking about these combos. 3 more seconds. Shake it out. Kickboxing is one of my favorite ways to reduce stress. Jab, cross, opposite leg forward. Last time with this combo. Left, right. Opposite leg forward. Exhale on that punch. Whatever is stressing you out in this world. Kickboxing activates and helps us feel like we're fighting back. 3 seconds. Punch through whatever it is that's stressing you out today or any day. Jab, cross, side kick. Here we go. Jab, cross, tip it, kick it to the side. Powerful and strong. We've got 30 minutes to make this workout count. Focus in on our body. Feet hip width apart. We pivot. Notice I'm on my back toes. I'm pivoting to engage my hips. Right? Engage those muscles, but also not twist my knees too much. Last time we add on that rotating uppercut into jab, cross, side kick, pivot into those uppercuts. Bringing that power from down low. And I'm forgetting which side I'm on, see? We all have brain farts sometimes. Jab, cross, side kick, pivot and punch up. Really try to stay long, tall, and proud of your efforts here. Yes, you can. 10 seconds left, and we have 1 more combination after this. You're already halfway through. Shake it out. Beautiful work. Quick drink. Introduction to our next group. We start with that last combo from our warm-up. 2 jabs, jab, jab, punching with that front arm. Back arm goes 2 hooks. All right? So jab, jab, 2 hooks in 10 seconds. Deep breath in. Exhale. Shake it out. I'm starting with that right leg forward. 2 jabs, jab, jab, hook, hook. All right? Notice I like to step back to reset. This just helps me remind me, bring my shoulders down, recenter, and it brings power into those jabs. Jab, jab, hook, hook. Now we're gonna go jab, jab, hook, hook. Our back knee comes forward to a kick. We step, and the opposite leg does a front kick, all right? So jab, jab, hook, hook. Knee, front kick. Remember, the front kick is only as high as is comfortable for your body. It can take some serious hamstring mobility through the back of our thigh to kick high. So only kick as high as that feels good for your body. Use those arms to drive it forward. So now, same thing, jab, jab, hook, hook, knee, front kick, and then that leg goes back into a reverse kick. Again, 360 degrees. So jab, jab, hook, hook. Knee step, front kick, rear kick. Punching behind you using those glutes. Remember, each one is starting with that front, that same leg forward. Jab, jab, hook, hook. Drive up with that knee. Kick it forward, kick it back. There's balance in all this too. Down to 7 seconds. Get started on that last combination. Yes. Gotta finish it, right? 10-second breather. Same thing opposite side. Starting with that 20 seconds. Jab, jab, hook, hook. Opposite leg forward. Jab, jab, hook, hook. Reset. Notice on that hook, all right? Shoulder stays down and back. Feeling so that you're not feeling like you're swinging up too high or that shoulder's coming up too high. Relax it down. Adding on that knee, front kick. So jab, jab, hook, hook, back knee, front kick. Here we go. Jab, jab, hook, hook. Back knee comes forward. We're kind of walking forward in this combination. Beautiful work. Are we starting to sweat yet? Can you think about anything else other than these kickboxing combinations and being attuned to your body? 3 seconds. You know what we're adding on, right? That rear kick behind us. Nothing's holding you back here. We kick behind, 2 jabs, 2 hooks, knee, front kick, rear kick. Fight it off. Nothing holds you back. Drive it forward, kick, and behind you. Here we go. Shoulders down and back, remembering that posture. And as we challenge ourselves, we feel that heart rate climbing. We're already been high. This is when we come in. We say, yes, I can. I've come too far. I got 5 seconds left. Give it your all. Fit in that whole combination. Yes. 10-second breather. One more time each side. On that home stretch. Are you ready? Here we go. So, jab, jab, hook, hook. Step back to reset. Not going into that whole thing. We slowly build that combo up. As we exhale and punch, you're going to feel that core engage. We want to engage and stay tall, not crunch down. All right, adding on that knee front kick in 3. Jab, jab, hook, hook, knee, front kick. We're using those arms in that knee to pull and drive forward, even to snap forward in that front kick. Punch it, hook it, knee, drive up. Yes, work that balance. Work that control in a safe range of motion for your body. 3 seconds. Yes. And we add on that rear kick because nothing is holding you back now. You're on the home stretch. Bring it on. Last time on this side. Leave nothing on the table. Punch. Breathe. Knee and kick your way through this workout. Through your stressors. Fighting for deep health. And that's where we're at. We fight. And we are grateful for everything our body can do every day, no matter where we are in our fitness journey. 5 seconds. And work that balance since we had time. Quick drink. Reset. Less than 2 minutes. Opposite leg forward. Jab, jab, hook, hook. Are the arms tired yet? Mine are feeling it. They don't want to. We stay tall and long. Don't sacrifice posture and form. 5 seconds. We're feeling it. Shake out the arms on the home stretch. We can do it. Adding on that knee front kick. Breaks it up a little. Hook, hook. Knee, front kick. Yes. Jab, jab, hook, hook. Knee, front kick. All right, guys. Take that deep breath. I know the arms are tired. We have under a minute left. Challenge yourself. Keep pushing. Keep working. This is when progress and change is made. When we have to push ourselves that little bit further. 40 seconds. Adding on that rear kick. Don't let anything hold you back. Jab, jab, hook, hook. Knee, front kick, tipping forward, driving back. Kicking with that heel. Knee, front kick, heel. Extending that glute, working that balance. You've come too far to let anything stop you now. You might not be able to see it. You will when I come up close. I'm sweating here. It's rolling down my cheek. Kickboxing has its way about it. 3 seconds. Finish strong. Give me one last solid combo. Shake it out. We catch our breath before that cool down and stretch. Deep breath in. Grateful for all the hard work that you've done. Big deep breath in. Expand the belly, expand the ribs. Exhale. Blow it all out. Circle those arms. Beautiful work. One more deep breath in here. In through the nose. Reach it up. Getting nice and tall and long. Exhale. Opening up that chest. Rolling those arms. We're going to stretch the outside of our hips today, so a little bit of different stretches here. So we come into that lunge position. You can put a pillow, blanket, mat, or pad under that knee. I want you to take that back foot, goes behind that front leg. Squeeze the bum, tucking those hips under. Feeling a stretch through the outside of that hip into the outside of that thigh. You can reach up towards the ceiling. If this is too hard on that knee that's down on the floor, feel free to use a couch or a chair. You can do the same position on a raised soft surface. It's better for me to show you on this side. All right, bring that back knee kind of so that the knee points away from you. Same thing, just done standing so our whole body weight isn't driving down through that knee that's on the floor. This is a great stretch for anybody that has IT band pain. So this is pain that goes through the outside of that thigh, potentially down into the outside of that knee. This stretches very specifically the muscle that invests into our IT band. Go ahead and switch sides. Opposite leg forward, start in that lunge. Foot comes behind that knee. Remember, it is flexed. And then we squeeze the bum, tuck those hips under, reach up towards the ceiling, small lean to the side. So these hip muscles are what allow us to rotate through our foot, knee, and hip. But they can really be worked hard in something like kickboxing. So it's really good to stretch them out. They also tend to be really tight in most people from walking or running. So keep that in mind. We're going to come down onto all fours. Hands on the floor, our feet are flexed. We're going to push up into a cat. Punch the hands through the floor, round that back. I want you to take a big deep breath in here. Expand the ribs. Exhale. Sit the hips back, sit down into a cow, pushing those hips away so we get a nice big stretch. As we go up into that cat, I want you to imagine you're pulling those shoulder blades apart getting around through that back. Inhale, feel those ribs expand. Exhale, sit those hips back, pushing those hips away. Again, we want to punch the shoulders through the floor. I don't want you to be here. Don't let them up into your shoulders. Punch them down through the floor. In, deep breath. Tuck the hips under one more time. Pull those shoulder blades apart from each other. Exhale. Punch the shoulders, the hands through the floor, engage that chest. All right. We're going to go down into a child's pose. Knees wide, toes together. Reach the hands away. Roll the shoulders down and back so we feel a nice big stretch through the outside of those armpits. Again, big deep breath in here. Expand those ribs, super important. Exhale. Press that chest towards the floor. If you have any pain bending those knees here, you can do this on a raised surface, sitting those hips down and back, rounding that back. Most important, we want the shoulders to be away from those ears. One last one. I want you to bring your hands nice and wide, elbows higher than those shoulders. Roll the shoulders down and back, and I want you to press that chest down and in towards the floor. So it kind of looks like this. You can also do this against a door frame or a corner, feeling a stretch through the front of that chest and vertically down from our collarbone into those ribs. One more deep breath here. Exhale. Again, this is something you can do on a raised surface with those hands wide, pressing that chest down towards your knees. Still getting a great stretch through the front of that chest. Big deep breath in, all the good, breathing it in, filling your body with all of positivity, healthy thoughts, a great way to be within your body, being grateful for all the hard work you did. And exhale. Blow away all that's bad, anything that's holding you back, any negative thoughts, because you did something for you today. You are worth it. You can do hard things. You can push yourself and work towards your goals. And you did that. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're glistening with the joy of exercise. You released some stress. Please let me know how this workout felt for you, any feedback and thoughts so that we can keep building and working towards your goals. And I hope I get to see you again next time.